The Labour Party leader Jeremy Corbyn says Devonport's Royal Naval Dockyard and Naval Base would be safe in his hands. The comment came as he visited the region today as part of his party's local election campaign. Speculation, though, continues about defence budget cuts which may hit ships based here. Our political editor Martin Oates reports.
Tea and biscuits in a Devonport cafe. But isn't the guest of honour, a long-standing opponent of Britain's nuclear deterrent, a bit uncomfortable on the doorstep of Plymouth's naval base and dockyard?
The loss of jobs in the dockyard, the inadequacy of the replacement of frigates, the understaffing of the Marines is a serious issue. I want this country to be able to assist people around the world and undertake operations where and when are necessary. So I make it very, very clear we will defend those jobs in the dockyard and we'll defend the presence of the dockyard here.
Jeremy Corbyn was portrayed as a menace to the Navy and the dockyard by Plymouth's Tories during the last local elections 2 years ago. Thanks to him, they claimed, the future of both was hanging in the balance. But in politics, as in life, what goes around can come around. Plymouth's Conservative Council now finds itself in a battle with its own government, fighting proposed cuts which could see the naval base lose its 2 big amphibious ships and 1,000 Royal Marines. It is rather ironic, isn't it, that we're here now facing potentially devastating cuts. You would agree that losing the amphibious ships and the Marines would be a devastating blow under a Conservative government?
Well, it would be, but no decision's been made, and certainly we know from local Conservative MPs that the government are looking hard at defence generally. They are, as a total, spending more on defence than we have before, but clearly the capabilities and requirements nationally mean that the budget's not big enough, and the government do need to look at whether they're putting enough money into defence.
In a city dominated by the 2 big parties, Liberal Democrat councillors are virtually mythical creatures here, but they're heading into battle with a full slate of candidates on May the 3rd.
I would hope that we can work together, all parties, and there is a head of steam because there's some very sensible members of Parliament in the Labour Party and in the Conservative Party and in my party, Liberal Democrats, to insist that the government ups its game on defence and increases the amount of spending on defence.
Going back to Mr Corbyn, it's really no surprise he was taking his elevenses in Plymouth today. The balance of power in Plymouth is on a knife edge and has been for some time. In this election, the result in just 2 seats could determine whether the Conservatives carry on in charge or whether Labour boots them out.